Dissolve the apartheid.
So what would you like to see happen, Hassan?
Do you not understand the English language? What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the HasanDaily broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. Folks, we're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is Wednesday. It is hump day, ladies and gentlemen. I admire Hassan Piker because he broadcasts to 11 billion streamers for 1 million hours a day, and also has the entire DNC establishment constantly saying the worst things about him nonstop and still hasn't gone insane. If one person is mean to me, I mope for a week. He crashes out daily over his own chat, but yeah, sure, okay, buddy. I will be honest, I am insane already. That's why I can do it. I've received a ton of hate on this site, sometimes coordinated, but I don't think I could withstand the combined attack of GOP, DNC, and the Manhattan Institute, Hasbro, the Mossad, CBS, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Free Press, Free Press, Fox News, CIA, and all the other think tanks, slime, and internet grifters combined. They wouldn't be coming after someone so hard if they weren't feeling threatened. This might be the biggest attempted media takedown I've ever seen, especially against someone who isn't a politician. The reality of the matter is this. I will always have thick skin, and you should too. But remember, the reason why they're doing that is because I am a fairly sizable megaphone for you, okay, for your opinions. Yes, I do engage in advocacy. Yes, I try to educate people, but the reality of the matter is, at the end of the day, there are a lot of people who have these opinions. I'm just helping them. I am helping people like you in this audience and whoever actually tunes in and is charitable enough to understand what I'm saying or listen to what I'm saying without immediately getting mad. I'm giving you the tools to be able to better communicate your opinions, your worldview. I think a big part of the reason why people are frustrated, and then the reason why they're doing this to Abdul El-Sayed, is because they don't want the ZOHRAN thing to happen. Like, a lot of these people that are fake nice to ZOHRAN fucking do not want this to happen ever again, okay? They do not want another Muslim anti-Zionist candidate who will advocate for decoupling from Israel, who will advocate for Medicare for all, who will advocate to abolish ICE. They do not want, especially in the Senate, they do not want that to happen. And it's really interesting because I keep reiterating this point over and over again. I'm just one person, right? I'm a place where people congregate, like-minded people, but I'm just one guy. I'm not like hypnotizing people into arriving at these conclusions. I think they think I'm like single-handedly doing this stuff. I'm not. I think my impact is very limited. These guys think I have a lot more impact than I actually do. I find it very strange that they behave like this. If you were to successfully deplatform me or kill me or whatever, right? Okay, I go away. But someone else is going to inevitably take my place. You take them out, someone else is going to take their place. Because this anger and this resentment is not going to go away. Because it's real. It's not fake. Your largest impact on the ZOHRAN campaign was that you had a bunch of people who watched you end up canvassing or working for him, not changing people's minds yourself. Yeah, absolutely. I am not capable of single-handedly changing the outcome of races. I mean, and sometimes even if a candidate is doing their very best, they can still, even if I support them, they can still lose, right? I mean, Kat Abel-Ghazali is a great example of this. Like, I think overall, most people didn't care about her, like foreign policy papers at all. They didn't care about that. But at the end of the day, she got very close and it was brilliant. It was awesome. The fact that she was like so close to seizing victory against the candidate, Daniel Biss, that got pretty much all of the endorsements that you need to get from the Congressional Progressive Caucus to, local electeds. And Kat Abel-Ghazali was able to defeat so many other candidates, including the AIPAC-backed candidate in that race as well, at the age of 26 with no experience whatsoever. First campaign. I think that was a testament to the fact that, one, I can't single-handedly change the outcome of a race, right? I think we found that out. But two, we can give a pretty solid push, pretty reliable push to candidates. She got within the margin of error, and that's still fantastic. But obviously, there's always going to be hurdles to overcome. Carl Beyer says, I usually push back on this kind of allegation, but the sheer scale of these attacks on Hassan, the timing, and actors involved all point directly to coordination, and it would probably be a good idea to keep track of who participated. Stacey K, that's right. We should all put them on a list, and they'll all be dealt with as soon as the glorious revolution starts. It's so funny that you think you can scandalize the act of making a list in the age of big data. Do not trust Hassan Piker. He's likely a well-paid by right-wing billionaires division agent whose purpose is to divide the left so Republicans win. He does nothing but harm Democrats by design. Seems like you're the one being divisive here. But yeah, they genuinely don't want this to happen. Okay. I'll be very real with you. I think a lot of establishment Democrats are terrified of a guy like this winning a Senate race.
What I want to say today, in accordance with the fact that we love that in New York City, you're going to hear it from everybody. It wouldn't be our city if there wasn't somebody on the block. I want that man to be able to afford to keep living in New York City. Because the day that I don't hear him yelling at me, it means he got priced out of this place. And I don't want that. I don't want that for him. I don't want that for anybody in this city. We need to make this a city where it's affordable enough to yell at your politicians. If it's not that city, it's not the city I want to live in.
I love how he just like brings everything back to the affordability agenda. I mean, he's brilliant. I mean, it's a perfect situation, right? Like the stars align. He is conniving, which you kind of need to be. He knows how to play politics, which you definitely need to do. He has great constituent services, fantastic. He has the ideological background, and it works in a way where it boosts the profile of the DSA. And you need guys like this. I want to put Zohran Mamdani's in every seat. Conniving is not the right word, but I get you. No, I think it is. I use that word on purpose. He can be. He is cunning, but he can be conniving too. I use that word on purpose. Yeah, he's got Riz. He's got Riz. And you need to have Riz. You definitely need to have Riz. Look up conniving. Are you sure doing something immoral, illegal, or harmful? Yes, he can do something. He has tact, but I will say he will shank people too, if necessary. And you kind of have to be like that. That's my point.
Let's be clear about it. So let this be a city where we have this, where we worry about, are the Knicks going to win the championship? Or we ask ourselves, why is a $9 latte $9? Let this not be a city where we ask ourselves, is government doing enough to build affordable housing as quickly as it can? Today starts to answer that final question. Thank you so much.
He is singularly invested in being a movement guy and doing sewer socialism, doing good constituent services, leaning into the promises that he made, and show anyone around the world, if not certainly around the United States of America, that like you can have better politicians, you know, that democratic socialism isn't scary. He's Machiavellian. It's a better word to use there. Yeah. Michael Brooks, rest in power, had it the right way. We got to be more Machiavellian. I think so too. I think it serves us well. Sky News Australia said, Hasan Piker accused of throwing food at kids. They're just making shit up about you. Wait, what?
Convoy to Cuba featuring pampered Western commies, including Hasan Piker.
Communist convoy to Cuba. Hasan Piker accused of throwing food at Cuban children. Wait, what the fuck? So that was a clickbait title. Nobody's shocked except Kaya that so-called communist Hasan Piker wouldn't be as wealthy as he is if he grew up in Cuba. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's true. What kind of point is that? Does that justify the blockade? No. Brother, fuck speech coaches. You need to hire lawyers. I mean, this is very funny.
Who has been accused of throwing food at Cuban children. The goal of this whole exercise is to...
Yeah, I wasn't here. I don't know what the hell these guys are talking about. I'm just like materializing in places that I've never been to at this point. Yeah, just make shit up, you know? You might as well be like, Hasan Piker was responsible for personally killing Cuban children with his bare hands. He said the children were not sufficiently revolutionary. That's right. Here is Sky News Australia. The accusations are limitless. He ate one of the children.
Harris, the American government, the Trump administration, blaming them for Cuba's many issues. But the Cubans themselves are fighting back against this narrative, including...
Just came to stream after watching the news. Fuck you, dude. Yeah.
This gentleman who had this message for the leftists.
You rather see people keep suffering. Because why? So Donald Trump doesn't get the credit? This is not about Donald Trump. It's about somebody standing up finally and standing up to a communist regime.
Finally, by starving children. Thank God. Also, I like that they don't even say who's making the accusations. They don't show the accusations at all. Very strange way to do commentary. They're just materializing things that are completely... Like, they're materializing shit out of thin air, you know? You and Chapel Roan. Yeah. Yeah, this is funny. Brad Schneider got some retweets here. And you look at the retweets, it's like Shannon Watts. I don't know who that is. Destiny and APAC. All my ops. Wait, this whole hate campaign is being coordinated by Epstein? No, he's just adding on to the pile. He's not like even a relevant factor in this at all. He's utterly irrelevant, as a matter of fact. Even if like his tireless work of like his tireless advocacy of like Hassan Bad has played a formative role in like building this base, this robust base. Sydney Sweeney just shared that her brother is deployed. She had a message for all the service members overseas. Receiving calls from my bro always makes me happy when he's deployed. Thinking of all of our boys and girls overseas, sending my love. Thank you for your service. Oh, brother. This is what I mean, though. When it's all of a sudden one minus Sweeney out there, I don't think Sydney's going to be happy about that, right? If that happens, that is going to be yet another instance of like a high-profile American citizen freaking the fuck out, understandably. Why did this happen? Should this have happened? Like right now, you might be shutted out and assuming that, you know, things are going to go well, but all signs point to things not going well. It's unbelievable. These people, the hubris, the imperial hubris that the average American hog has is unfucking believable. They're like, oh yeah, it's going to be fine. It's just like Afghanistan, right? Yeah, you don't want to see your brother in an FPV drone compilation, okay? You don't want to see his last moments like that, posterized. And let me tell you, I've seen photos of the Iranian forces already setting up FPVs on Karg Island. These guys learned no lessons from the Ukraine-Russian conflict. They just have not at all. Partially because it happened over there. No American troops were killed in the process, so they don't give a shit. That'll do a lot to the war effort, okay? The propaganda apparatus. You'll see the American government stamping out Reddit accounts that are posting these FPV compilations. They'll be like, this is terrorism. You're aiding and abetting the Iranian government. No more free speech for you, sir. Wrong. Yanks died in Ukraine. Yes, Yanks died in Ukraine, but no active duty service member has died in Ukraine.